Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic 2006 and I got Gertrude Perkins here again.
Hello, I am here for a surprisingly long run. And speaking of a surprisingly long run, the runtime of this video is a lot.
It is a lot, yes, because I want to milk this journey for all it's worth. I like this level a lot in concept. There are some execution issues, of course, with Sonic 06, but even in the hard mode there is still a lot more stuff, new stuff to show off, and that's what I'm here for, of course.
Yeah, you can feel that they actually had a decent chunk of time to put into, especially just like the way you navigate this place.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. There's a lot of unique gimmicks. There's a lot of assets, definitely. And I mean, for example, Silver's is completely different. There is like this walkway is just saying yes, but generally it feels like they had this early on and worked on it for quite a while, and this is why it's so interesting to show off. And oh boy, that was close. You actually have to have some timing skill on these ones, or that happens. I still think that there is something wrong with the hitbox on Elise's shield. Like, you are supposed to just keep the shield up and go right down the middle, but it just doesn't work. It's really weird.
I really love that in this level in particular, when you're carrying Elise, you're going through so many loop-the-loops and so many like swings and roundabouts and all that, that there must have been someone on the team who was like, do we need to add a cutscene of her just like trying not to throw up?
By the way, here I think you might be able to just hold down the shield button. I didn't try because I don't trust the shield one bit, and the homing attack works fine and I like it, it's fun, but it might be that this is something where they're like, okay, they're on the rails and just hold down the shield and it's awesome, but I don't know.
Yeah.
For the viewer to test out.
One thing that does occur to me about the jungle level, and again must have occurred to at least someone on the team, is that given the enormous amount of characters already in the game, do you think that they might have tried putting Tikal back in?
Ooh, that's a good question. But isn't Tikal like only in flashbacks and past thing and so on?
But this is a game about time travel.
Oh, that's correct. But it's kind of a different continuity. It's like it's hard to tell, but it seems like they wanted to both make a sequel and a soft reboot. It's hard to tell because of how convoluted and dumb the story is, frankly.
Yeah, it's a reboot where everyone already kind of knows each other.
Yeah, it's like they're making the reboot, but they're keeping the characters the same and their backstories, and kind of the universe is like, okay, but why bother?
Okay, but why bother applies to an awful lot of the plot and character choices they made.
Oh, absolutely, yes. But back to the gameplay. So I'm deliberately choosing the low route here, so that there is more to show off, but also for points, and also because the top route doesn't quite work in hard mode. We're going to see this later on. But yeah, there is a bit of an issue. I don't know if it's deliberate. It might be, because it does work on normal. If they just copy-paste it, it's fine. But you can't activate the lightspeed trail there. We will see that. But that's one of the reasons why I'm going down here. Again, I don't know what to do with the turtle. I tried a few more times. It just, I don't know. It's weird. And I'm back at the turtle. There is a fruit for the turtle. Come on, now. There he is, the boy.
A nice view of the sub-ocean there.
Dead. It just, I'm never gonna try again with the turtle. In this case, I could only save myself with a homing attack, but I hit the turtle with a homing attack, which brought it down underwater again. It's like, why doesn't it work?
I mean, if I was a turtle and you hit me with a homing attack while carrying a 5'6" woman in heels, I would also be upset.
Oh yes, understandable. This is the lightspeed trail that doesn't work, so you have to go down here.
Oh.
No shortcuts on the top. Which is weird, and it makes S ranking surprisingly tough. That's why I have so much footage, but there's so much to show off, because this was tough to S rank. Far harder than the normal version, because you only get a little bit of time to have a good time bonus, and you need those rings at the end, and you can tell, I mean, of course I died, but I only got 10 rings from all of this. You really want all of those from the lightspeed trail to normally finish the level with a high rank. One other change coming up here in a second. Another robot. That was my first recording. I was like surprised. What's going on? And yeah, it's not much of a change, but it can catch you off guard. And here is like, yeah, no ring bonus, no score bonus, of course, because I died. Just a normal run. But let's try this again, of course, shall we?
This is going to be perfect, I can feel it.
Yeah, I always do the skip here. It's like super easy. You just have to hold back. Speedrun tactics, of course. Another nice thing here that sometimes you just land in front of the booster, which is great. And you have to turn around for this extra route. All of those I already know from the normal recording, of course. But it's nice that you gave you the choice. It's a very well constructed level in that regard.
Yeah, no, it feels, in terms of your approach to getting through the level, it feels a lot more diverse. It feels like you can actually make choices.
Yep, there's more robots here, but it just makes it easier because you have more homing attack targets. This is something, by the way, I don't think I've addressed this once already, but there is a bunch of these sequences where you're just running, like here in this tunnel, and they spawn tons of enemies in, and there's no reason to ever bother with them, and they can't do anything to you. What's the point of these crabs? And I always feel like somebody on the team is like, oh, this is super cinematic. And it's like, look at all of these enemies which you can just run past because you're the blue blur. It's like, yeah, but this is not cool. Like this is where the design paradigm of the game should be a delivery vehicle for awesome moments breaks completely apart because it's not awesome to run past enemies.
No, it's awesome to run through enemies en masse,
exactly.
Which is what they got right in later games.
Yeah, they got it right in the first game. You turn into a buzzsaw and saw up all of those robots. That's cool, because you destroy them running past a bunch of enemies. Like here, like what is this? I hate this tree. It makes no sense whatsoever. From a game design perspective, from a spectacle perspective, and just generally, why did they do this?
And also the slowdown makes it a really disappointing final set piece.
Yeah, it's horrific. It's like, again, this should be a set piece delivery vehicle, and this set piece just fails on every aspect of what a set piece should be about. It's beautiful. Again, I'm trying here, but I can't activate the light speed. Just,
that's so strange.
Yes, like, it's really weird. It just doesn't work.
Is this something they missed, or is this a deliberate choice? Because, like you said, it does force you down these other paths.
Yeah, I think it's a choice, and they just didn't delete the rings. They just deleted the object which allows you to latch onto them. I think. Like, I'm not a programmer, but this seems like it would be that. They just forgot to delete the actual rings. I mean, it's good that I have some more rings. As you see, it's a lot more than I had last time, but still, it's weird. Actually, managed to run on this trunk. Unique content.
Well, speaking of running on the trunk, like, that's one other thing I love about this game, is that anytime you are standing or running on something but just at an angle...
And then just stick there.
You just stick there, and it looks very strange.
It looks very strange, but it's actually good to play, because there is so many games where you slip a little bit and then you just fall off. By the way, it's still on S rank. Psych. Look good, right?
Goodness.
But it's still on S rank. It's hard. This level is hard to S rank.
What more do they want from you, blood?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh my god, what? This was good, right? They didn't get hit at all. It didn't die, of course. What do you expect me to do? It still doesn't work!
I think you have to go down and like physically give the turtle a hug.
Probably, yes. I'm exploring
like a bonus
bit more
10,000 points, and then you go. That's the S rank.
That would be amazing, yeah. Still, staying on these is not good. It just doesn't quite work. But it allows me to show off something else. They added some spike pads down there. Hard mode changes.
Yeah. What on earth happened there?
That happened in the normal recording too. The loop has a latch-on point for the homing attack for reasons unknown to man, and that happens all the time when you homing attack there. You just latch onto the loop. You can use this for some fun glitches. I have actually uploaded a video of me trying out the Dusty Desert speedrun. I think it's
yes.
Or did I show it to you guys? You use that in the speedrun. This is still not on S rank.
Oh my goodness!
You see, I need to show this off, just like how hard this actually is. It's like a bit of the sausage being made here. And here I managed to break out of the automation. So we can see something of the street track.
You can enjoy the mushrooms.
Yes, they're delicious, I'm sure.
And these beautiful textures.
Yep.
which are really not helping my bitrate right now.
Yep. I have no idea how else you would get the 1-up. Because you're always stuck to one path. Like, I have no idea how you would choose the path at any point. And like, oh, I got hit here now, nice. And now I don't know how to turn
Oh
around.
no!
I have to hit the booster, but then it turns me in the right direction. It's like, what the hell do I do now? Ah.
You're in a wooden purgatory.
I can't even imagine how Elise feels at this very moment.
Yeah, maybe just burning to death with the rest of the city isn't so bad.
I mean, she's at the epicenter, so it's like very, very quickly gone for her.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Very sensible.
Yeah. One thing I will say, I do like the little butterflies and some of the little details and effects they do.
Yeah, it's like the art team, they did stuff. It's a nice looking game sometimes. It's like, I'm playing Final Fantasy 13 right now. I just started it. It's like, this looks better. Same generation. Like, I don't like FF13, but I got this weird itch just for dumb Final Fantasy. And it's unbelievable sometimes that this is the same generation. Of course, Queenix knows exactly what to do in the graphics department, and this is,
absolutely.
They didn't for this one here. Absolutely, obviously not. But still, it is a next-gen game. It does look markedly better than anything they could do in the Dreamcast in many ways, from models at the very least, and some of the details, but overall it's just very uneven. Of course, it's Sonic 06.
Yeah, very much so. And I almost miss this kind of jank in big budget games, because you rarely get the kind of beauty of unfinished unpredictability that you got here.
Absolutely, I mean, it's something where many games nowadays just are in the same mode in some sense, and you can't blame developers for choosing the safe way out. Still on S rank, of course, yeah, that was terrible. But also, this was a bit of a wild exploratory thing. Anytime you have a new console generation, here is the S rank round, by the way.
Oh, you've marked it so that the tension is.
Yeah. Now we know finally. I'm not here to like trick people or anything. It's just like I had a lot to show off in the jungle. Sure. But yeah, definitely. It's like, but now when we change from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, it's like it's the same console, just a little bit better graphically, in a sense. You know where you're getting it. I feel like as a developer, and many games that are coming out right now are cross-platform, for example. And I'm pretty sure the same is true for the Xbox. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, and also just in terms of engines and how to harness them properly, like even back in 2006, the Havoc engine was not a solved issue.
Yeah, that is one thing, and I mean they felt like they had to develop their own engine as well for this, because I mean this would be the start of something, probably, maybe, yeah. And it's like they can kind of do it. I'm playing Unleashed right now as well, and Unleashed looks much better. Like they know. It does.
Unleashed is a genuinely gorgeous looking game.
It is beautiful, and so it's obviously not just a hardware issue. They just didn't know what they were doing with this one. And Unleashed is on the Hedgehog engine, which is it works. It just works. It has its faults, of course. Just even in the normal gameplay, there is some jank in Unleashed, I feel like, but it's much reduced in comparison to this one here. And it's just weird to see how much of a jump they managed, given some time, and maybe they changed some people around.
It's almost like having the resources in time and funding to actually finish your project makes a difference in the end product.
Absolutely, yes. And I don't quite know about their team structure. Like, about stories like for the Heroes development where whoa,
that was close.
Everything going on. Fine, I saved some time, I think. So I'll take it. But like Heroes had like 2 lead designers, and one of them took ill very quickly, and then the lead designer also had to do all of the level design by himself, and it was like a 12-person team in total. And he almost died developing Heroes just from burnout and stress. And it's like, it's at some point it's like, what do you even want from a game? Like, how many people do you put on there? Do you have your top talent or not? Or what is even going on with your plans for this project? And it's probably not the same person who did Heroes who spearheaded. I know it's not. Who spearheaded 06. 06 was also spearheaded by someone with little experience, just a new person.
Whoa, that camera just there.
Yeah,
had
this
horrible
run
episode.
looks more jank than anything else we've seen so far, but it's yes, right?
Amazing. I mean, I suppose that all of these little glitches and near misses are actually saving you shreds of time.
That's possibly it. The reason why I succeed here now. But yeah, it's like the thing is they don't develop their teams in a sense. They always put new people on there, and then they make their own interpretation of a Sonic game, and they can't decide internally what they want. They can't decide between teams what they want, and this is why you always have such a disparity in quality. If they had like a core team of people just like making new Sonics all the time, they could build on previous lessons and so on, but it's always someone new. And it's like, what is Sonic Team? It's not like they have 20 core people and then they bring in new artists or something. No, it's just like some dudes and there's always someone else, and this is why the games are so different, I feel like.
Yeah, I think for the next one, what they need to do is just give each character their own person in the office. So Tanaka, you used to be in accounts, now you're the Knuckles guy.
The Knuckles guy. He's like, he's doing his best for Knuckles. Like, he's just doing amazing Knuckles stuff, and then they give Knuckles like one optional mission.
Oh yeah, but that optional mission is going to be Tanaka's baby.
Yeah. He's gonna spend 2 years on it, and he doesn't do anything else. By the way, it's a death reel, by the way. It's like just failure after failure.
Yeah.
You died
well,
on there. So.
With such a big and complicated level, there are so many things that can go wrong.
Yeah, it's such a big and complicated game in that sense. Huh? I mean, there is a lot of content in there. There's also something that which always trips me up, is like how much Sonic 06 there actually is for how bad many of the individual parts are. That's focus.
Yeah,
people, focus.
It's a hedgehog time dilation.
Good final word. Thank you
oh gosh,
very
yeah,
much
I suppose so.
for guesting again, and thank you for your attention, dear watchers.